All right. Good morning, all my social distance friends here at the Chinese Community Center, as well as online. I love all the virtual things because we can say hi to so many more people. My name's Maya Shea. My day job is a reporter at ABC 13. And today it is my honor to sort of moderate this half virtual, half real life, I guess it's the new world now, relating to the Hero Award given out by the Asian American Salutes Frontline workers. Now, why are we here? We are here because two Midland, Texas heroes, Zach Owen and Bernie Ramirez, intervened in a violent anti-aging stabbing of the Kun family, a Burmese father and his two young sons. This happened earlier this year and made really national news for those of you who may have seen it on television, on the internet, through social media. It made such an impact for folks around the country and especially in the Asian American community. Despite injuries to his leg and hand, Zach Owen, with the help of Bernie Ramirez, disarmed and subdued the attacker until police arrived. This was labeled as a hate crime by the FBI. The suspect has said that he thought the family was Chinese and spreading coronavirus. We of course know those two things are patently false. The award today is named after Vincent Chin, a young Chinese man who was brutally beaten to death because he was mistaken for being Japanese by two white auto workers in Detroit in the early 1980s when Japan threatened the U.S. auto industry. Lily Chen, Vincent's mother, was a strong and tireless advocate against her son's brutal murder and the lenient punishment and fines his attackers were given. It is with great honor that Asian American Salutes Frontline Heroes, together with the United Chinese Alliance, will present the Lily and Vincent Chin Award to these two heroes. But before we get that started, we want to welcome the chair of AAFH together with us, giving us a few remarks, and that is Kenneth Lee.
Thank you, Maya. For Honorable State Representative Jing Wu, Honorable Stafford City Council Member Alice Chan, former Houston City Councilman and the Mayor Pro Tem, Mr. Gordon Kwan, and the community leaders. Of course, especially our heroes, Mr. Owen and Mr. Ramirez. Kenneth Lee, Chairman of the Southwest Management District. It is my great pleasure and honor to serve as the Chairman of Asian American Salute Frontline Heroes. Asian American organizations from the Houston area collected over 2 million pieces of personal protective equipment for Houston's frontline heroes and workers. The total dollar value of all items and the financial donations was over $3 million from 69 different organizations to support the COVID-19 efforts. The PPE was given to more than 155 organizations, including hospitals, police department, first responders, city governments, and other facilities with essential workers. Houston's Asian Americans heard the call to support the COVID-19 crisis and stepped up to the plate as part of the solution. Some were born in the United States, while others made the trek to becoming the part of the American fabric through the immigration. Living the American dream, we follow the generous community spirit of giving just like all other Americans in lending their efforts support to the COVID-19. Houston Asian American community has many outstanding individuals with exceptional work ethic, a willingness to adapt in an unprecedented situation, and a compassion for the people they serve. When Mayor Turner made a request to ask Houstonians to support local business in April, many Asian organizations would like to support our mayor for the great idea. And we formed an alliance called Asian Americans Salute to Frontline Heroes to raise money to buy 15,000 hot meals at $10 per meal from local restaurants and distribute to our frontline heroes. And all in all, we have delivered all the food, but this is the highlight of our event. Today, we want to award the heroes because especially the heroes who help the Asian community. I would like to thank Mayor Turner to be our honorary chair, Congressman Al Green, and the State Rep Jing Wu to host many press conferences in Chinatown to clarify the false information and help to bring business to Chinatown. Special thanks to our co-chairs, Dr. Peter Chen of Asian American Health Coalition, Cecil Fong of OCA Greater Houston, Bing Yu of Asian Chamber of Commerce, Alice Lee of Chinese American Citizen Alliance's Houston Lodge, Chi Mei Lin of Chinese Community Center, with Dr. Stephen Pai and Helen Shi, United Chinese Americans, the Joint Chinese College Alumni Association, Global Federation of Chinese Women in Southern USA, Asian Real Estate Association of America, Asian American Youth Giving Circle, Southwest Management District, and many, many individuals for the volunteers and donation. Thank you, and thank you for all coming today. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenneth. You know, Houston is going through unprecedented challenges in the local economy as the COVID pandemic has really impacted a broad swath of our Asian American communities, whether it's business, restaurants, small businesses, and the folks who might be facing increased anti-Asian sentiment when they are especially frontline workers in the medical field or perhaps serving you at a local restaurant. And that is part of the reason why Asian American Salutes Frontline Heroes was formed. They've, as Kenneth said, delivered more than 10,000 meals to the communities and really sort of made an impact, saying that Asian Americans are here. We are here to make a positive impact in the community. We are, above all, Americans. Before we honor the two heroes with the award, I would like to bring up some of our elected officials who will give out the resolutions in their honor. First up is State Representative Jing Wu.
Thank you so much. My name is Gene Wu. I'm the state rep for House District 137, and I have the honor of representing the Asiatown area and this wonderful community. And you know, I think there's going to be so many people talking about all the just amazing heroic acts and acts of kindness that Mr. Ramirez and Ms. Owen have done, and I don't want to go on about that, but the one message that I have is, number one, thank you on behalf of the state of Texas. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your brave act. Thank you for your quick thinking and your selflessness, not just on behalf of the Asian American community, but on behalf of the entire state of Texas. And truly, you have shown the rest of the world what it means to be Texan. And the second thing I would say is, in this time of unprecedented difficulty, of a global health crisis, of a national crisis right now in our society, I think your acts and your bravery remind us that we are one community, that we are here together, that this nation, this state, our people are one people, and we are stronger when we act together. And on behalf of the state of Texas, we have two flags that were flown at the state capitol, and they are now being presented to both of you in your honor for your work and for your bravery. So thank you so much, and thank you for everything that you've done. I don't know. What's the best way to do this? These are certificates for the flags. Okay, I'll come to the back.
Mother Nature approves. Next up, we have former City of Houston Mayor Pro Tem, Mr. Gordon Kwan, with his proclamation.
Well, it's a long ways between Midland and Houston, but your acts of courage and bravery travel far. And I am pleased to represent our mayor, Sylvester Turner, today in declaring today, June 22nd, 2020, as Zach Owen and Bernie Ramirez Day in the city of Houston. Congratulations, gentlemen.
So much new hardware, y'all need new luggage on the way back, maybe. Now I'd like to welcome Alice Lee, City of Stafford Council, Alice Chen, sorry. I knew that. Now I'm not going to live that down, because if anybody's recording that, now I'm not going to live that part down. So I apologize. Council Member Alice Chen from the City of Stafford.
We're going to watch a video from Mayor of Midland, Patrick Payton, first.
My name is Patrick Payton, and I have the honor of serving as the mayor of Midland, Texas. And I want to take this time to say thank you for so many of you out there who have been committed to the value of human life and for protecting human life, especially when it comes to what we call hate crimes. And amazing Texans and citizens from around this world who have taken it upon themselves to protect others and do what is right for others. We wouldn't be the state we are, or the country we are, without you stepping up and protecting one another, partnering with law enforcement to make sure that every life is protected and everyone is safe in our community. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for standing against hate crimes. Thank you for loving your neighbor and making this a great city, a great state, and a great country. We are indebted to you and your commitment.
My name is Alice Chen, Stafford City Council. I want to share with you, finding those two heroes is not an easy task. I have been trying so hard to call from Midland Police Station to find out where I can find Agent Ramirez. And then when I find him, I said, can you help me to find Mr. Owen? Because, and also, actually, I called Sam's Club. When you call Sam's Club, there's no directly. They only say pharmacy +1, flower +2. So I call each department until somebody answered me and said, can I talk to the manager? He said, who you want? I said, I want to looking for Mr. Owen. Who is this person? Oh, it's very important to me. So anyway, finally I find those two. I also want to thank you, Midland Mayor. You heard his talking. Patrick Payton. He is a saint like us, hate crime. In this country right now, the number one issue, we have to face hate crime. United, we'll be stronger. The only way in this country is we gotta be united. Look at this one. Asian. Bernie is Latino. Owen is white guy. Bernie is Asian. They are helping each other. So what can you say? This is a time, work together. We love each other, and this is our country too. So I want to present, and thank you, Mayor, and thank you, everybody here. We're going to present the proclamation, honor those two heroes as a Stop Hate Crime Day today. Proclamation by Mayor Pro Tem from Midland, Texas. Thank you.
Alice, go wash your hands. As we continue on with the award ceremony, I just want to recognize a few additional VIPs who've made the long trek over here. In addition to Agent Ramirez and Zach Owen, we also have from Sam's Club Midland to Sugarland. Believe they flew the corporate jet. Not personally, but you know. Cedric Clark, Sam's Club Regional VP. Matt Milbrot, Senior Director of Sam's People Field Team. We have Alfredo Estrada, Division Chief, Law Enforcement Operations, Big Bend Sector, U.S. Border Patrol. Greg L. Davis, Public Affairs Officer, U.S. Customs and Border Protection. And Agent Kien Huynh, Office of Field Operations, Houston Field Office. I've heard it's going to be on both Sam's and Border Patrol social media posts this just momentarily. All right, so now we move on to the award ceremony itself. It is with great honor that the Asian American Salutes Frontline Heroes, together with United Chinese Alliance, will present the Lily and Vincent Chin Advocacy Award to the two heroes. Zachary Owen of Sam's Club, Midland, Texas. For that, the presenter will be Ben Yu, President of the Asian Chamber of Commerce Houston, who serves on the committee. Ben? Thank you, Ben. Okay, I believe Agent Ramirez, you're going to say a few words.
First off, I want to say thank you. I'm truly honored and humbled by all this recognition. And, you know, it's unfortunate the events that occurred on March 14th. And like I said before, and I'll still say it again, you know, I was there and I was simply just doing my job as a law enforcement officer. In my book, the true hero is Zach Owen, my friend Zach Owen here. You know, Zach had not taken that decisive action and had not done what he done, you know, at that particular moment, I think things would have really gone bad. And I just thank God for that, and that, you know, he placed him there. And I'm glad that things didn't turn out worse than what it really did. And just for that, you know, thanks, Zach. In my book, you're the hero. All right. You know, and just also, in just these times of uncertainty and everything, I just think that, you know, we all just need to remain positive, have faith in God, you know, and he'll get us through this. Thank you.
Next up is the United Chinese Americans, a national organization which spearheaded fundraising for the Cohn family members in Midland. UCA president would like to present the next award. First, we have Hai-Pei Su, president of the United Chinese Americans. And Mr. Owen, would you like to say a few words?
Okay. Well, it's an honor to be here. Thank you very much for everything you have done for me. And I was just doing what I felt I had to do. Sam's is a good corporation. They took care of me, and we're up just want to take care of our members. So I was just trying to be there and do what I could to do to help. Thank you.
Well, thank you for doing what you did. You're a true hero. Now, the Asian American Salute Frontline Heroes also has been carrying out a mission through public campaigns with local news media and political figures to really sort of address the issue, the ongoing stigma, and the growing anti-Asian sentiment throughout America, that we try to address that through these public addresses, these advertising in local media, and all sorts of programs to let people know our role and our involvement in the community making positive impact. And to that, the United Chinese Americans, which has been doing that fundraising for the Cohn family, I believe now has a donation to present. Did you want to? Okay. And finally, I would like to bring up Cecil Fung, who is a member of the Salute Frontline Heroes Committee and just all around good guy here in the Houston Asian American community.
Thank you, Maya. This is Cecil Fong. I'm the advocacy co-chair for the Asian American Salute Frontline Hero effort. And as part of, okay, can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, all right. As part of our campaign, we have supplied over 10,000 meals for our frontline heroes during this time of pandemic to express our appreciation for the sacrifice they've made. And there are really no better examples of sacrifices than Mr. Ramirez and Mr. Owen in sacrificing their personal safety to help Asian family in need in Midland, Texas. So, and we have, I think somebody has mentioned, we have over 2,000 anti-Asian incidents during the time of the pandemic. And so we really appreciate the opportunity today to honor both heroes here personally for their selfless act. And this is also especially notable in the sense that I think Alice referred to it. It's the in the sense that a Caucasian American and a Hispanic American coming to the aid of an Asian American family. This, I think, really truly reflects the kindness of our community and the American people in general. We should be proud. And it sends a clear message that there is no room for hate. We are all in this together. And as a culminating event of the campaign, we're going to have a anti-hate webinar this evening. And this title from Vincent Chin to George Floyd. And you can see you can watch the event online. You can go to ccchouston.org for the link to register for the webinar and watch it. I hope you will take an opportunity to do that. And in this time of uncertainty, we want to have a conversation about ending racism in our country. And hope you can join us and as a culminating event of the campaign. And this is a time I hope we can all stand together in order to end racism and bring out positive change in our country. We are all Americans, and we're all in this together. So, message is no room for hate. We're all in this together. Oh, okay. As part of our campaign, we also purchased an ad in the Houston Chronicle. It's in today's Chronicle. Today's what? Monday. Okay. It's a Sunday's paper. Sunday's Houston Chronicle, page A11. Okay, and it's the tagline says, over 2,000 anti-Asian incidents have been reported in the U.S. since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, ... And our message is, there's no room for hate. We are all in this together. And it's co-signed by Asian American Salute Frontline Heroes, along with about 50 advocacy organizations in the Houston area, okay, including ADL, Black Lives Matters, LULAC, and Urban League. So it's a multi-community support. I think we're really grateful to have the support of all the different organizations in Houston to support our effort to end racism in this country. So thank you, everybody, for coming. And this is a proud moment, I think, for us to be able to recognize our heroes and also begin the discussion on how we can make this country a better place for everyone.
And that wraps up this morning's award ceremony. Thank you all for joining us in person and online. A reminder, at 7 p.m., there is a panel discussion on some of the very important issues. And also, wear your mask. See you guys soon.
The FBI have been brought in to investigate the stabbing spree at Sam's Club in Midland over the weekend. And as the senseless act of violence unfolded, 2 men stepped up to save a family and stop the attacker. Today, our team helped bring those 2 men together for the first time since that dangerous incident. I love this. 29-year-old Zach Owen and Border Patrol agent Bernie Ramirez met in the parking lot of Sam's Club, sharing a moment of reflection and, of course, a selfie. Dana Morris was there to capture all of it. He joins us now live.
Yeah, Tatum, during this special meeting, each one of those men commended each other on stepping up in the face of danger. And as for the family that was victimized, I spoke with them as well, and I'm happy to report they are recovering despite that painful incident. Take a look.
With the hissing of a pot and the slicing of some vegetables, Bowie Kung and his family are trying to get back to normal. This after Bowie was targeted in an attack at the Sam's Club in Midland on Saturday night. The first strike a punch to the back of his head.
At first, I was thinking like one of my friends just kidding me. When I turned around, he just how to say, stuck my face with a knife.
After the slash, the father of three says the attacker ran off. But as Bowie went for help, the 19-year-old suspect came back.
He just focused to my son that just stuck. He said, but I'm trying to save them, and I suddenly I ran to them and pulled the car, but I cannot. It's a little bit late.
Meanwhile, an off-duty Customs Border Protection agent was rushing over.
I, heard the commotion. I knew something was wrong, but it's once I heard the woman screaming and a baby crying, that's when it elevated the level.
Agent Ramirez just happened to be in Midland that night to visit family. But when he walked up to the violence, his law enforcement nature kicked in.
So now I saw two men. They were on the ground, and one man had the other individual in a chokehold.
Applying that choke was Zach Owen.
I was off duty, but I did have my weapon on me and my badge and credentials, and I identified myself, told him who I was, and I was telling him to break it up. And then that's why when I noticed one of the individuals was a Sam's employee, and he looked at me, he told me, he goes, this guy just stabbed somebody, he's got a knife.
Despite deep cuts to his leg and his hand, Zach stopped the threat.
I told the Sam's employee, I go, just let him go. And I took control of the individual, rolled him over, searched him, and just basically I detained him.
Police arrived shortly after and arrested the suspect. Zach was taken to the hospital, and it wasn't until today that Agent Ramirez and Zach were able to officially meet each other.
In my book, Zach's the real hero. He stepped in with his bare hands, and he went in there, joined in on the fight against an individual who had a knife.
Today, Bowie told me that Zach got there just in time, because while him and his son were injured, they can recover.
I was very thankful to him and that he saved our lives and my family. I really appreciate him.
A message he expressed to Zach at the hospital, but will likely repeat for the rest of his life.
Now, Bowie's injuries there will require 8 stitches, and I want to make this clear. Bowie also took time to thank the Midland Police Department, Agent Ramirez, and all the doctors who were there to help him and his son recover.
And after the group picture, the lunch is coming. Because of weather, it may get here a little bit late, but if you want to stay around, we will have lunch at the dining hall, first floor.